Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. My name is Jenna Mammina. This is 11:11 with Jenna. I am here every day, 7 days at 11:11 a.m. and every night, 7 nights at 11:11 p.m. And it looks like maybe, oh no, I didn't freeze. Okay. Just making sure I didn't freeze. There you are. I was going to call you, but I ended up going into my my closet, and picking out the dress and the shoes and everything, because there's a wedding today. There's a wedding in my family today. My nephew's getting married to my new niece. What's to wear? What are you going to do? What are you going to sing? What are you going to do? All that stuff. Okay. The show is now public. So if you're watching it live, thank you. And if you're watching it on YouTube, thank you. Subscribe to my channel and come check us out on Facebook. It's on every single day, every single night. You're like, I know. You say that every day. 7 days, 7 nights, 14 times a week. Tonight, after a wedding that I will be at all day and evening, we will be back with Poetry Glam tonight. Poetry Glam is on. I don't have a poem set at this moment, but, between now and then, who knows what's going to happen. Really? I don't know the message. I'm answering Lee Cooper. Are you here, Lee Cooper? If you're here, am I frozen? Let's see. I'm not frozen. Patty, good morning. Lee, so no, it's a beautiful fuchsia top. I said pink, but it's fuchsia. But it doesn't have anything on it. It's just a really nice top that I probably will wear. Blanche! You know when her birthday is, right? Can't guess. New Year's Eve. And guess when she celebrates her second half of her birthday? 4th of July. New Year's Eve, 4th of July. Blanche. Make sense? I know. Anyway, here we are. So, happy birthday, Blanche. Blanche now has a beautiful pink top. I think I'm not going to show it to her because it's not pink, it's fuchsia. Sorry. I get the two confused. So, Poetry Glam this evening. Lee Cooper, stay up. Have some... I didn't have her address, so please give her the top. I think it'd look cuter on me, but okay. Hey, Mama Grace. What's up? Always fireworks. Exactly. When Blanche is around, there are always fireworks going on. So today is going to be a shorter show because we have to do wedding stuff. I think I'm going to have a non-marriage shower. What do you guys think? I'm going to do one of those online. I'm sure there is one. For women that haven't been married, they need to have a shower, don't you think? Yeah. Like, oh, I need this cool $300 artisan blanket to throw, not even a blanket, a throw on my, no, not even that. I want a new Vitamix. I need a new juicer. Yeah. For those of us that are still in the health world, we still, even though we're just trying to keep it together. Patty, did you get your Vitamix yet? We got them a really beautiful blanket. And I was like, I want a blanket like that. I want to get a blanket. Shorter show because we all have to go start our NFL tailgate parties for one. Oh, the horror. So what? Go get some. I just bought some ghee. And it's a beautiful blanket, but I think it would look, except I don't even have a couch. I have a chair. I have 2 chairs. You're ordering since we're not moving. Are you going to stay there now? Patty, what's going on? Can you believe you guys, Patty's been packing up to move for a couple of months now, and the house was sold, and then the buyer went sideways. Whatever. People. Yeah, I'm going to polish my nails. What else are we doing? I got the dress. I said I went to the store. I went to my closet just to find something cool. But it is Sunday. Tomorrow morning, we meander. Tomorrow night, we meditate. Tuesday morning, Patty, maybe. Tuesday night, Dr. Andrew Rader, I think, pretty sure. Wednesday morning, we walk. Wednesday night is community. Thursday morning, we chill with Michael Keel. I just love to listen to his voice, right? Thursday night, conversations with the creatives. Show the dress. Oh, you want to see the dress? Okay, hold on. It's 2 parts. Actually, I couldn't figure out what earrings I was going to wear. Yeah, so that's still, the accessory part is still on the table. But I'll show you the dress. And it's going to, it will also come in 2 pairs of shoes because shoothing, that's a new word, shoothing. Comes with 2 pairs of shoes because the early part of the day, this is a dress. You know Shauna, right? Andy and Shauna? Shauna gave me this dress. It's got rock and roll sister sleeves. And then it's scalloped at the bottom. So this is the first pair of shoes. Super groovy, super funky. Gotta keep it funky. And then the second pair of shoes, nice brass Mephistos for the latter part of the evening. Isn't it pretty? It's very, it's very pretty. It's very garden party-ish. And it's a dress that I would absolutely never wear. Clock on fridge should indicate 11:11. No, it's not a clock. It's a timer. I do that a lot. I go, okay, for the next 30 minutes, I'm going to work on this. And I do that with the timer. Ooh, the lighting just got strange. All right. So today, he's been waiting, super patient, in hopefully the purple room. It just really got dark. Ladies and gentlemen. Alex Martinez. Never mind. So now we're on a timer. Which is going to come in handy, Lee, because, hey, there he is. Raiders. Hi there.
There he is.
What's up?
Good morning from the right side of
Morning
the nation.
from that side.
And I'm
Right.
sorry, I don't mean to correct you, but it's Rastas,
The Rastas.
not Raiders.
I like that shirt. I like you to correct me when I say it. It's fun.
I
The only-
love the shirt.
Exactly. The one and only Alex Martinez.
Oh, today I am Turd Ferguson.
I saw that earlier and then it skipped my mind. So tell us about Turd Ferguson.
Turd Ferguson is in honor of a comedian that we lost this week, Norm Macdonald.
Oh,
Norm Macdonald, former SNLer, really kind of strange humor. I mean, he would always go to the left, but we're going to the right.
yeah.
And Turd Ferguson was old Saturday Night Live skit. They did Jeopardy, and he portrayed Burt Reynolds, but when they sign in, he decided he was going to sign in as Turd Ferguson. So Today I'm Turd Ferguson. I can't do a Burt Reynolds imitation or a Norm Macdonald imitation, but I can definitely do. Trying to figure it out here. Turd Ferguson. There we go.
I'm sorry I didn't acknowledge that earlier. I don't usually, I should have done that. But I didn't know. I thought he was really cool, though. And I don't think he would be someone you could really impersonate because he was just kind of like a solid person. When you looked at him, I bet he's a cool guy to hang out with.
Yeah, no, I mean, he was one of my favorite all-time comedians. He ranks up there with like Richard Pryor and Red Fox and those guys. So
Lee Cooper says he's his supposed doppelganger. Hmm. I thought he was hot.
who was that?
Lee, Mr.
Norm,
Cooper.
Mr. Cooper, hanging with Mr. Cooper. Good morning,
Did you ever
Patty.
know Mark
Good
Cooper?
morning, Lee.
Hanging with Mr. Cooper. He's from
With
Oakland.
Mark Curry.
Hurry.
Yeah,
He was
yeah,
from
yeah,
Oakland.
yeah. Yeah, he was. Yep.
He's funny.
Yeah, he's a funny guy too.
He's funny. He used to date a friend of mine. We worked together, and he would come into the store that we worked at and hang out and put on. It was a women's clothing store, and he would put on clothes. And then I'd see him at the Raiders games when I did go, the few times that I did.
Uh,
So what is this TikTok thing you're starting? You're just like a superstar. You're a media celebrity.
oh,
Have you on the show?
thanks. Maybe. Excuse me. Sorry. Yeah, my friends are always encouraging me to step my game. They wanted me on Snapchat, so I joined Snapchat. They wanted me on TikTok, and so I joined TikTok. And then I overloaded my phone, so I had to delete something. But I've been kind of lurking on TikTok. They share a lot of links with me, and so I decided I was going to go ahead and download the app, and I did. And one of the things I made yesterday was a porchetta, pork belly with a bunch of spices and seasonings and herbs, rolled up, tied, and then baked. I did it on the grill, but yeah, I posted. I made my first TikTok yesterday of me actually doing the rolling of the meat. So I was pretty proud of myself. There was the second one that I did, but the first time, it was the angle. I was able to position the camera on a cabinet above the workspace. Yeah, it really turned out well. I was pleasantly surprised.
Well, I'm on TikTok, kind of, but I haven't been. I have, I think, 7 friends. So you and I need to be. I don't know how to do it. I was gonna have
Neither do
a
I.
friend show me, and then I just never did it.
Yeah, no, it's funny. I just kind of announced my presence with my first TikTok, and I've got 3 followers.
Okay, so if anybody's
And
on TikTok, good morning, Jeanette. Jump on to my page and Alex's. What's your name on TikTok?
Arlex with 4 R's.
I can't remember who.
ARRRRLEX.
I think it's still my name. I think I'm just me. Yeah, no, I'm 1111 with Jenna. Ha!
Okay.
I forgot. I'm 1111
Yeah,
with
nice.
Jenna. No, and I have just a couple. I think I have 3 or 4 videos. Your friends on TikTok: Zoe, Miss Numero Uno, Aaron. Oh, Aaron Birch, Lee John. Oh, cool. Wow, I didn't know that. See, I don't know these things. Yeah, cool. So now I find you. How do I find you? Let's see. Spell it for me.
ARRRRLEX.
ARRR
4 R's. 4 R's.
L
LEX.
E X. Arlex.
That's me.
ARRRLEX. Let's see. Oh, there you are. So I see your
There he
videos.
is.
How do I become your friend? What do I do?
I'm not sure.
Do I look at a
I
video?
mean, I'm a novice to it as well. So
Do I like it? I can heart it. Oh, I just hearted your video,
yay! I got hearted.
but I don't know how I become your friend. You have 2 followers.
Yeah. Oh, thanks. Two
No, I'm just
followers,
saying
not
you have
three.
two followers.
Two.
I'm just trying to become a third follower, but I don't know how to follow you.
Too late, Jeanette. I became the third follower. Thank you, Jeanette.
Jeanette, how do you become a follower? What do I do? Help! Alex, top users, 3 followers. Do I click on? Oh, I got it. You now have 4 followers. You have 4 followers, and 6 likes.
4,
What up?
6.
What up? 6
I
likes.
shared that.
You have
I
6
shared
likes.
that tick. Sick. I shared that TikTok with my daughter, who is a TikToker apparently, even though she doesn't film anything. And she said, "Oh, it's great, but you need to do this, and you need to do this, and you need to follow up, and you need." And I'm like, I could barely figure out how to do what I did there.
Dude, just look how long it took me just to figure out how to follow you.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, I got the critique of, well, you could do better. For like, wow, that was awesome, Dad. No, she's like, no, you can do better. Geez, thanks.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Just say, well, I raised you, and how about you manage my TikTok page for a minute?
There
Get
you
it up
go.
there.
There you go. I need a
Stephanie,
public. I need.
go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Mm-mm.
No. Please go ahead. I said I need my daughter as my publicist.
You do. I need your daughter also. Stephanie, Robin Carol Morocco's daughter, has some videos on TikTok that are thousands and thousands of people watch them. Like 40,000 something. Patty, you need
I
a TikTok.
understand. Yeah, I understand if it goes viral, it becomes you can get paid for it.
Oh,
So
let's
we'll see.
go.
I got a couple. Ideas of some voiceover TikToks that I want to do, but there's some production to it, so I need to really study on how to put it all together in order to make it happen.
Exciting. I just wanted to let you know. Well, I just wanted to say one thing that I can kind of say, but I can't totally say.
Okay.
And first off, don't you effing touch me.
First of all, don't effing touch me.
First of all, is
I
that what it is?
guess I
First of
guess
all,
I guess you hung out with Moist this week.
I did. I did. First of all, got it.
The inspiration for that is just upstairs. Actually, my friend, she was the one who kind of established that. Like that was her. Anytime she was ready to debate, that was the very first thing out of her mouth. She goes, first of all, don't effing touch me. Only effing was the real
Right.
word.
It's
And
so
then,
much more.
and then
It's
she
so
would
much
go on to
better.
right. And so I took that with me when I was working at Breathe. Breathe is such a nice, positive space that it needed some negative sarcasm.
Sure, it needs
So
some
I
eggs
was,
for sure. Yeah, I saw Moisha
yeah.
on, I think on Wednesday or Thursday morning. We hung out.
Uh,
I had the craziest day. We met in the Rockridge at Market Hall, on the
okay.
corner there, to have
Yeah.
tea. First, I was going with my friend Michael and his daughter, but then I didn't go. I said, I got to be there in a half an hour anyway. You guys go. So I walked part way with them, and then I met Moisha, then I met Melanie, then I ran into my friend. My brain just left. Then I met into a friend, then I met another friend. I had 4 meetings in front of Market Hall that day with, I mean, like planned meetings and then one unplanned meeting.
Hmm.
And I'd walk around the neighborhood for half an hour till the next meeting and then walked around next meeting. And I thought, these people must think, and then someone said, no, there are people that do that every day. Alex's voice is warbly.
Warbly.
Apparently you're
Is that a
warbly.
compliment?
I think
That may be
there
that
might be a
issue.
sound thing going on, a warbly sound
Yeah.
thing.
Do you want me to leave and then come
No,
back in?
I think I hear it a little bit. It might be, where's your microphone?
On my headphones. So maybe hold on. Is that any better, Patty?
Yeah.
Is it? It's
Beautiful
amazing.
Bonds, like boom, elbow to the jukebox kind of thing, and you're magic.
It's so
That.
it's so funny. It's because of the big head.
Hey, Julianne Smith, what's going on? Audio issue. Yeah, we don't want you to leave. Don't leave. So, but I am going to leave soon because I got to go get ready for this wedding thing party.
Oh,
It's
that's
a
so
wedding.
nice.
It's a party. It's last night we had the rehearsal dinner. Then we all went to the bread bar. Tonight we're going to Houndstooth. So the two best restaurants around here in Benton Harbor are where we are eating. In 24 hours, we get to eat in both places. Wow.
Nice,
So
nice.
I have to step up, you know? Yep. First of all, don't. I got it. Now I
Yeah.
remember. I do remember. And I have some product, and we're making a new product for me. I have a facial serum, um, facial serum, uh, moisturizer. Then I have the cream, and then I have the 15 times salve. All under 1111 with Jenna marketing happening.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's awesome.
yeah. With a couple of
Yeah.
different additives and different things to make it just more, for the face. And my serum I'm excited about because I've been using it for a while myself and I haven't marketed it. But now Patty ordered a set. You did send me your address. I'd rather hand deliver it to you though, Patty. So we'll work on that. So what are you up to today? Are you making more food, or is the pork belly still in existence,
The
left over?
pork the pork belly is still in existence. We're gonna knock that out.
Not that.
Um, I made the this incredible pasta that I found once again TikTok pasta. I found the recipe, and so I decided to do it, and it was great. It was really good. I was very
What was
pleasantly
so
surprised.
TikTok about the pasta?
Well, the pasta they made it on TikTok. That's what makes it TikTok
Hmm.
pasta. But
Is there a hack
they,
behind it? Usually, I've seen some TikTok things where they hack like the tortilla thing. That was a big craze for a while, where you did the tortilla and you put you put a hummus and a cheese and a something and a something, and then you
oh
bake.
yeah, and you do your fold over thing. Yeah, yeah. No, it was just a pretty much a very simple recipe. It's a block of feta on top of cherry tomatoes. With the herbs and seasoning. I threw some spinach in there, and then you bake it for about maybe 30 to 40 minutes and like 375 ish, kind of high. And then while that's in there, boil your pasta, get it all ready. When you pull that out of the oven, mix it all together with a little bit of the pasta water and some Parmesan. Oh, it was good. It was really good.
I'm still stuck at block of feta.
Oh man, it was so
I'm
good.
like,
Like
block of feta.
I know, right?
3 words, block of feta. Ooh.
You had me at block of feta.
Yeah. So you're
It was
having the
very
pork belly
delicious.
today. Will you put that in some tortillas?
Um, Not sure. Not sure. I know that the pork belly itself was a little fatty this time, so there's a lot of beautiful, delicious, decadent, thick fat to it. So, I mean, it
I
is what it
remember
is.
the
But
first
I
time
don't
I
know.
had pork belly, and I said a prayer right before I did and felt bad because I didn't own, I had a pet pig, And then I was in New
Mm.
Orleans and someone said, "Hey, he's making this great famous pork belly thing." And I went, "No, no." But I had it was a little cube of it.
Hmm.
But you had like a
Yeah,
whole,
no, yeah, it
never
was a
seen
good
such a
four.
large piece. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a 4 pound piece. So, um, and you know, that's just one way to prepare it. The other way is to do lechon, which is like Asian crispy skin pork, and it involves either frying or bacon, you know, stuff like that. But that's also very good as well. But that takes a lot more preparation.
I
You have to
bet.
get that pork belly nice and dry before you can execute the preparation of
Was your mom a
it.
good cook?
She was one of those cooks that could just go on eyesight, just a pinch of this, a punch of that, you know. Um, she was a very, very good cook. Lots of things were in her wheelhouse. And uh, uh, you know, when I got to a certain age was all right where I was able to kind of buy my own food, you know, and I would come home and with a burrito or some tacos, and she would get so upset. She would be like, "Why are you going out and buying these burritos and these tacos? I could sit here and make you that, and you don't have to spend your money." And I'll go, "Mom, you just made beef stroganoff last night. You're not making tacos and burritos for me, all right? You're making stroganoffs and pot roast and beef stew. You know,
Okay.
you're not making Mexican food."
Right. Was your
Yeah,
father, did he cook?
he did. He did. He was more like a grill master, and he had this one recipe for chile that's not the chile verde that my mom is famous for. And so I've never nailed down that recipe, but I do have my mom's chile verde recipe though, which is great.
Sounds good. So then do you cook, will you make that for the family?
I will, but I think I want to do a tri-tip next, put that on the grill. I've got a recipe for tri-tip that I haven't made in 5+ years, so it's maybe even longer than that. So I'm looking forward to maybe doing that.
Oh, I just got a message. This is what happens to all rats when cities flood. Why do people send me these things?
Maybe they're looking for recipe suggestions.
In the wake of the Hurricane Ida, the pummeling rain that hit cities up and down the East Coast at the start of September overwhelmed storm drains, poured into subway stations, and filled. Oh, I feel bad for the rats. I feel bad. I feel bad.
Yeah. Um, you know, during that period of time,
Read
with the storm and all that, it really avoided this area. It didn't push northwest. It's kind of stayed on the east and
that.
in
Hmm.
that way. So we kind of avoided this area, but it didn't stop my West Coast friends and family from checking on me.
Oh yeah.
They're like, "Oh my God, are you okay? Are you okay?"
Well,
Because
you're
they
on the East
saw,
Coast.
right, but they saw the flooding in the city, and so they naturally, you know, they assumed that it affected the whole state. It was like the Loma Prieta earthquake back in '89. You know, all they showed on the news was just all this, you know, destruction going on, and it made it seem like the entire Bay Area was on fire or collapsing. And so when I
We were
was up
all
there, we
affected in some way or another. Like we couldn't, but
right, right, but we weren't living on a sandbar in San Francisco where everything collapsed, you know, and we weren't on the freeway in
you
Oakland.
know
We were
what? I
anyway.
was on the Cypress.
Oh, you were?
I was on the Cypress. I was on my way to Alameda to watch the game. So I left the house at 4:30, 4:20, 4:20, and was on the Cypress and forgot my wallet. Got off in West Oakland, got back on, was on the Cypress at about 5 minutes to 5. Got back to my house, maybe 10 to 5. Yeah, 10 to 5. because then the story makes more sense. I grabbed my wallet and my sister goes, "Don't go back to Alameda. Let's watch the game here." And I said, "Lisa, I got to go be with Freddie and the guys at McGee's. I got to go be with my boys." And I grabbed my wallet and I started walking out the door. She goes, she had just gotten back from like a year in Hawaii on the Big Island. And she said, "Please just stay here with blah, 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 blah." Had I split the house, I would have been out there somewhere on the freeway, whether on the Cypress or not. But
That's crazy.
I would have been stuck. Yeah. So I always say my sister saved my life that day.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Where were you?
Yeah. I was in Richmond working in a warehouse when that earthquake hit, and it was pretty scary. I mean, it was the largest one I had ever experienced. But the memory I take from that incident was the day after. I was working with Moish on the college newspaper, and we decided as a staff we were going to cover the earthquake and the after effects. And so Moish, myself, and a staff photographer went out to the Cypress structure the day after and covered that. And that was an experience, man. It was so surreal to be out there. And one of the things that just struck me was, as tragic as it was, it still had an air of like a street festival kind of thing, because there were thousands of people just like us walking the streets and couldn't get close to the freeway because it was cordoned off. So the streets were just packed with people walking, a block away, trying to get a good vantage point on the destruction. We covered it as press, and we were able to gain access into like the official press conferences and areas where regular citizens couldn't get into. We were actually in one yard where they stored shipping containers right next to the Cypress, and the owners of the lot were allowing photographers onto a shipping container, which they would raise up on a big forklift and then get you above the destruction so you could get a vantage point from on top. And we were this close to lifting off the ground before Oakland PD and FBI came and shut the operation down. They were like, "No, you can't. No, it's too dangerous." So,
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that anniversary is coming up. I lived not in Point Richmond, in Richmond Annex, up on the hill.
Uh-huh.
I could see. Well, just imagine this, and why I'd say it. I could see all of the Berkeley Hills, the Bay Bridge, the city, all the way over to the Golden Gate into Marin County. Had this incredible view. So we watched the Bay Bridge go dark. We watched 80, stop because there was hardly any traffic that way. The Bay Bridge, and then the fire in San Francisco that night. The whole city was dark, and then the fire happening, and then Oakland, when we had the big fire in Oakland, we were, we could see. So I think of those weeks in my life.
Yeah, no, it's that was had an impact on me quite a bit. I mean, we as a staff for the paper, once we gathered all our stories, we rushed to put an issue out the very next Friday, and so we spent grave shift time, 24 hours, man, writing stories and formatting, and and this is 89, so the technology wasn't as advanced as it is now, and we were able to get the paper out in like 4 days, which was amazing. But because of that time crunch and the information and doing all the research and getting it done, it burned me out. And after that week, I didn't want to have any information about that situation at all.
Makes sense.
I was just totally blown out by it.
Yeah, that was intense. Well, I don't mean to rush you off, because I know those anniversaries are coming up in October, but can we talk next week? And I'll be
Of course.
okay. I have to go.
Of course.
Do wedding stuff.
And a reminder, when is the 1000th show?
Well, here's the deal, guys. Since we're talking about it this second, I may have to go out of town on the day of the 1000th show, so I might make the party the next day.
Okay.
It's just is all just happening super fast. I may,
Bye, Patty.
I'll be in touch and let you know what's going on. Bye, Patty.
Okay.
But yeah, it all happened in the last 2 days, and I went, wait a second, that's the day of the 1000th show, and I said, wait a second, that's the only day that if I go, I can travel that day, so I would have to do it the next day, which would be super fine and fun. As we could
Okay.
start out, yeah. But I'll let you know. And if
Sounds
that
good.
happens, then it would be on October 1st. Oh, good. Yes, I miss you, Julie Luce. I wanted to call you last night, but I was so tired. So tired. I was like, blah, 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 tired. But now I have an hour to get ready for this wedding thing, so I got a blast.
All righty.
Got to go.
Well,
All the
enjoy
girls
your
are
wedding.
gonna
Enjoy
go.
your day.
Thank you. We're going to go have the girl party, do the hair,
Sounds
do
good.
the makeup, all that stuff. And we leave in less than 1 hour. Big hug.
Well, you
have a
better
letter?
go.
Give me a letter. Give me a letter.
B. Didn't I
B.
do B already? I did B.
B.
Well, let's do B again.
We're doing B for B-Town with Alex Martinez. And yes, he's got another name. Tell us your another name now.
Turd Ferguson.
We got Turd Ferguson. And we're honoring the man right now. Everybody knows a bee is a fun word to see. So stay safe, stay healthy, and be real nice. And everybody buzz on your day. Make it a buzz and cool day. I know you can because you got your way to make it buzz and buzzful thoughts. Beautiful thoughts. A belly laugh words. And a bountiful heart. Thank you for being here. And let's give a hug to the right. And give a hug to the left. And everybody have a beautiful day. Love hard. How hard?
Love real hard.
See ya.
Timing. I'll see you. I love you guys. Bye.
Bye. Love you guys. Bye.